And after your accident, you said that, some of your friends were very, very helpful. Can you tell us about that?
Well, one of my friends that is I'm still reeling and dealing for the circumstances because I just didn't have no closure is Malcolm-Jamal Warner. He flew all the way from Ontario, Canada to be by my side. Came to the house, took me to the barber shop, got my hair cut, rode around, stayed in the house. We had dinner. I said, "Yo, how you get in the airport?" He said, "Don't worry about that." And then I woke up in the morning. He was car service and got me to the airport, but that meant so much to me for him to do that. But a lot of people, Denzel and Chris Tucker, Vivica Fox, Regina King, a lot of people definitely came to my side when the situation happened. But I had executive producers and directors who communicated with other, you know, executives, and like the only thing they ask is give him an opportunity, because what we see is he's still him. He's just using the chair right now. For how long we don't know, but he still is chill. So let us just give him opportunity. And that's what happened. That was the first project, was Ed. And that was 4 months out of the hospital. I went on to sat down and talked with the executives. And before you know it, they was like, "Man, we want you on the show." We don't know, because they'll tell you we wasn't looking on hiring nobody else. But after we met with them, they met with me. They was like, "Yo, put them on." That was 4 months out of the rehab. I was back on TV.
Wow, that's an amazing story. I want to pivot back to Malcolm Jamal Warner. When you heard that he had passed away, like what went through your mind?
It was crazy because I was in Costa Rica, not, excuse me, I was in Colombia doing a movie, and somebody called me from Belize because it's like my nephew, my Belizean nephew, had called me to check on me to find out was I okay. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. What's happening?" He was like, "Nah, I just seen something on the internet about Malcolm Jamal Warner drowned." I said, "Dog, don't listen to that." I said, "The internet killed people every 5 days." And something, and my phone wasn't working, and that it was janky. The internet was janky. And I just went and put his name in, and all these articles and stuff started popping up. And I was stuck because I was in the middle of a scene when I saw that. And I just threw my phone in the box and I wouldn't look at it no more. And then the producer came up to me and was like, "Man, I don't know how he heard, or he just insinuating something." He was like, "Man, I'm sorry to hear about your friend." And I was like, "Yo," I said, "I'm stuck right now." He said, "Hey, man, you need, yeah, look, we're gonna take a five as long as what you need. Don't worry about it, how much time you need." Then he came back to me and said, "Yo, you want to go home? You would let you go home." And I said, "No," because that's not what he want me to do. And the best thing for me right now is occupy my mind, because my brain was going 100 miles an hour like this. And it was just, I was like, "This ain't true." I had to tell myself this ain't true, so I could get through what I had to do. I was like, "This is not true." And then finally, that's when I had to get home and face the reality after I called mother, talked to Pam. And that was what took me over the top. But she's been very, very instrumental in helping me maintain and keep my mind right. Because I mean, this dude, uh, we've been rolling for like 40 years. After we did it, we had a show called Here and Now, me and Mom, after the Cosby Show. And we developed a rapport from working on that show, because it was right in turn. He was just turning 21, and he was, becoming a man. So we started moving and traveling a lot and doing interviews together. So after the show, we just continued our relationship. So then I would move somewhere, and if I get a show, he'd be happy for me. He get a show, I'm happy for him. So we always champion for each other. And then he had a play in Chicago called me up. Yo, I'm doing a play in Chicago. I'm on a plane. I'm out there. So I mean, that's you know, it's that kind of rapport that I have with this guy. So it's
That's
just it's hard, but I mean,
yeah.
it's hard, especially being out in Cali because when I first came to California, he was the first person to get me. Come to my apartment, like roll me around, like, listen, man, let me tell you how it's gonna go down. A lot of people gonna be in your face because you hot right now. Don't believe the hype because you here for the work. So that's the main thing. And it's funny coming from him because he's younger than me, but he's schooling me to the game because he's older than me when it comes to the game, and I never forget it. And so that's what I'm my cut buddy. And I came out here to do Larry Cat for them 5 years, and Veronica's 5. We were both here.
Mhm.
So yeah, love him.